Hi, I'm joined by my fellow singer, Nicole. Do you want to start by introducing yourself and what you study?
Of course, hello! I'm Nicole and I'm studying zoology at Queen Mary University.
Uh, How is that?
It's going well. We've just started the course and I'm looking forward to ecology tomorrow.
Oh, that sounds so it really does sound so interesting. So do you want to start off by kind of describing how your interest in music began?
That's a difficult question and I get asked it a lot, and I think it's sort of been more of a constant thing than, so I don't have
Yeah.
a point to pin, but there is this anecdote that I always like to share because for some reason it's a very vivid memory to me, and that's when I was about 5, I think. I was in school and I was being picked up late that day. I wasn't informed that I would be picked up late, so I started to worry and I just asked my teacher to please go out and call my mother and see if anything's going on. And she did. And so I was alone in that big white classroom and I just started to sing. I think I sang The Gift when the snow is falling down. Da, da, da.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then um and then the teacher came back and apparently she was just listening outside the door. And she came in when I was done and she said that I was amazing and I was like
I can imagine.
but that led to me singing a solo, can you believe that, at the graduation of the entire school.
That is crazy. While you were still that young,
I
that
sang
is
lessons with her.
amazing. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. And how was that?
I don't remember.
Never mind. Yeah, of course. So moving on then. Since then, how have you pursued music? How have you pursued that interest?
There were a couple of school plays and I started singing lessons when I was 13. So I've also always because it's theater, yeah. So I've also always wanted to take acting lessons, but
Yeah.
that wasn't available where I was at all. So I definitely did a lot of singing and some school plays and theater workshops.
What's the best like workshop you've taken part in? Is there one that sticks out to you specifically?
I would say one school play that was really my one of my most memorable music experiences. Um, a lot of the other kids just like to complain, and you felt that they were there because because I had to be, and not because they really loved it or even wanted it. So there was a day that I don't know if it was the producer or the director or whoever who came in, got really mad, started breaking things, and was like, "Why aren't you taking this seriously?" You know. So then, can't remember if it's he, she, they, whatever, but this person was just like, "Raise your hand if you don't want to be here, and you're just being pushed to be here." And everyone raised their hand except me. And it's like those TV tropes, when you just look around and like you see everyone is raising their hands and you're not, and nobody's noticing you. You're just like,
Yeah.
ha ha ha. Oh. It's not the best experience, but it's certainly memorable to me because I look back on it fondly now that I always loved what I was doing and I
Yeah.
knew that I was doing it. So
Yeah, definitely. So what would you say is one of your favorite then musical experiences?
I think the first time I worked professionally was really validating.
And what did you do like then?
My first professional role was JoJo in Seussical.
Oh, oh my, that's amazing.
That was fun.
It sounds like it really would be. How valuable would you say music is to your life, especially now with everything going on?
Ha. Okay. I was on a ventilator sometime in 2019, early 2019, and the intubation paralyzed my left vocal fold. I couldn't sing. I couldn't even talk for a few weeks. And they told me that, Nicole, you probably won't sing again. It's possible that it would go back to normal or compensate, it's also possible that it won't. And my gosh, if there was ever more literal a definition of identity crisis, you know, who am I? What do I like? What do I do? What do I want to do? What are my goals? What are my dreams? What is my future? And it's I can't even, I can talk all day and I still won't grasp the gravity of it. I swear.
Yeah.
It's just, I just say crisis because it is. When I started being able to sing again, because the nerve regained function, thankfully, it made me never take for granted, or just realize how different my life is when I can sing,
Yeah.
and how it sort of becomes a life where there is something worth doing or worth creating a life out of.
That's amazing. That's such a, oh my gosh. I didn't, oh, I'm so glad that you're able to sing again. So with that then, how would you, what do you plan to do, like in terms of like with your music in the future?
I want to take a postgraduate degree for musical theatre.
Oh, that would be amazing. That'd be really good. So what with that then, moving on, I should say, what were your three kind of favorite pieces?
Woman from Pirate Queen, because on a similar vein as the paralysis story, it was sort of, it marked the beginning of my sort of medium character arc in my journey. Um, a song that I did just recently was a story of my own from The Clockmaker's Daughter. It
Oh,
it's gorgeous. Not a lot of
yeah,
people know it,
yeah,
and I think it's apt right now because it's sort of, you're being held back, you're held in, you're just watching life go by outside, and you just want to break out and create a story of your own, have pictures that you're in, have paintings where your life is part of it, etc. So just go out there and do things. And Santa Fe from Newsies, I recently got back into
oh,
that. Yeah, you know
yeah,
it.
yeah, I know that one.
Brilliant. There was a show recently called Roles Will Never Play, and everybody sang songs of a role that they'll never play. So that's how I got back into this song, and I think it's brilliant because, well, aside from it being a great song and aside from it being relevant to me right now, I think it takes me back full circle to the beginning of that character arc because I played this song a lot and sang this song a lot when I was sort of about to embark on a big change that I counted on. So you know how in the ending it goes, I've got nothing if I ain't got Santa Fe? So it was
Yeah, yeah,
something like that.
yeah. That's really interesting. Well, I think that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for taking your time to speak to me, and good luck with everything in the future.
Thank you so much. It was great.